Alright guys, so welcome to another F1 Visiting video today. This time we've got some gameplay of this thing at E3. I want to firstly thank Xbox YGN for this footage, of course, which I can actually show on the channel. I think it's various YouTubers including, Tip the Marduk, who's actually uploaded some footage already. So, yeah, just got home and I just see this sitting on the descriptions, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just like, I don't know, I just went on to watch a little bit of it, and then as soon as I saw some of it, I had to make some sort of video on it. So here we are, and Haas ran Canada, and one thing to say is that most of the footage we've got so far has been in twilight conditions, like in sort of low level light, so we haven't had like sort of like actual clear conditions. It's sort of twilight right now, low sunset. But from what we can see from that right now, is actually it looks incredible. Even the sunset looks incredible. The twilight conditions look fantastic, and it just looks stunning. It really does look very good, and yeah, it just absolutely mind blowing. The actual sound of the cars as well, much improved, a step up, and you can hear it in the house right now. If you can hear it right now, it just sounds incredible. And I will let you guys listen to some of the actual game sounds, the actual noise of the cars in a second, but properly. But yeah, just graphically, it's a step up, major step up. It looks very good. It's really hard to say how it handles because obviously, you know, I'm not actually feeling the game in my hand, and I'm not playing it with a controller myself. It's someone else. But from this, it looks absolutely ecstatic. The HUD obviously changed in the bottom right hand corner. I think it has like the ERS harvesting as well. The harvesting of ERS it comes a bit every now and then, But yeah, fantastic. Just see the ultra source as well in this game. Fantastic graphically. Massive boost and step up from last game, which is surprising really. I didn't think they needed to do much, but you can actually hear the same background music from F1 2015, so they've still used the same music almost for the menus. But yeah, pretty good. That's the first tip we've got. We've got another clip. A lot of it actually was Haas. Which is obviously, I think it's pretty much expected because obviously it's a new car and it's the latest team to the actual official F1 game. So we're actually at Circuit Americas now right now, and one thing we can come on in as well is the actual driver line as well has changed up, and it's more, I think, more 3D. It was more 3D, and actually the light blinding actually blinds you, almost like Project Cars. It almost like the sunset when you're directly opposite the sun, it actually blinds you. So as another very good feature that they've actually incorporated into the game to make it more like a simulator, and have that simulator element and have that sort of realism element. But yeah, once again, it just looks fantastic. The game is a really big step up. You can see also how much. Also, another thing is on the HUD, you can see how much brake and acceleration you're using as well at different times, almost like Forza has, which shows you how much throttles you're putting in, how much brake you're putting in. So that's another fantastic feature as well. And just it looks overall a better version of F1 2015. You know, it's not. I mean, obviously, last year when we actually had some leaked footage of F1 2015, I mean, obviously, remember, if you guys remember, the actual steering wheel was very twitchy from the player who actually was playing it, and I think it was French at the time. But here, it's just perfectly smooth. I think it's a decent representation of what it'll be like when the game releases finally in August time. There isn't, as far as I know, there isn't some sort of release. Actually announced announcement about the official release, but we know it's on August sometime. But yeah, it's just fantastic. Once again in twilight conditions once again, which is, I would like to see some night gameplay and some actual like just normal, normal day gameplay. So just instead of this twilight all the time, because I've seen a lot of twilight gameplay, and you guys probably will see that throughout E3. But just again, I just applaud Codemasters. It looks incredible. You can't really see how the curve effect. I'm guessing this guy is using traction control and ABS. He doesn't look as experienced as someone else. But as you can see in the bottom right, you actually had the ERS harvesting as well there. And now we're popping on to Brazil, and this is actually our first wet weather test. So this is actually interesting, and you can see already the spray, the amount of spray, the way Codemasters actually looked at the spray and just taken that to another level. You can see the spray is visibly just incredible. The way it comes off the tires, you see a huge amount of spray, and that's again another incredible thing that must have done once again. And they've stepped it up again and again and again and again. The game looks fantastic to play. It looks hard. It legit looks very difficult to drive, because even in the wet, look like right now, the wet conditions look difficult. You know, this guy isn't using the curbs. much, and the curbs don't seem to be unsettling right now as we believe, but I'm guessing this guy is probably running assists, as I've said before, and it is a work in progress. It's probably still gonna change even before we actually buy the game, but this is actually a very decent representation of what it could be like and what it will be like, probably, as near as damn it. So this game looks just in the wet. It looks even better. The graphics just look, again, it just shows off the stuff up they've made on the wet conditions. How much spray? Just it shows the realism of how much spray there is, and changing to copy camera, I think. And yeah, again, actually the copy camera looks actually very nice. The how you feel like you're actually more involved in the car is actually nicer. The graphics just, I can't keep saying this, but it just looks incredible, and yeah, just absolutely brilliant. I can't fault it, and let's hope this game is as good as it looks. But yeah, as you see, also I think he's also showing traction control, even in the middle, even when on straight, he's using showing traction as well. So that's another good thing. Maybe the game is definitely much more harder than last year's game. And now we're switching on to actual Ferrari gameplay, and there's no actual sound in this, so you won't be able to hear anything. But this is actually something that was recorded separately. And again, once again, on my calendar as well, and twilight conditions again. So I think I'm just trying to show off how you can change the different time of day, and that's what I'm trying to show off. The onboards here, they look decent. If I'm being honest, they don't look as good as maybe F15. I think onboard wise, if the actual the visibility of like the actual in the Ferrari anyway, and in the Haas, like the steering wheel, how visible the steering wheel isn't as visible as maybe F15 is, and it's very much like maybe like 2012, the way 2012 steering wheel setup was, and the way the drivers used to sit in the car. But I suppose you can always change it to offset, and I think the offset for me looks a bit better than the actual than ever before. So the offset's also a big improvement as well. But yeah, this is just fantastic. This footage is by from Time of Racing, so I'll leave this link in down in the description as well as Xbox YGen as well. It just, I mean, I can't really talk much about it. I mean, it just looks perfectly. It looks fantastic. I mean, again, last game the graphics were fantastic, and we said the things that we liked about last game was the actual handling model. And some people didn't like the braking, the way braking was, but the people liked the handling model, and people actually did like the graphics, and the graphics were very good in the last game. And you can see also here a lot of looking up, and that's another fantastic thing to see. You can see the puff of smoke from the lockups, and you would only on F15 you only see that on sort of the replay cameras when you used to lock up, and that's again another big thing they put into the game to make it once again better, and it just makes it more like you're actually looking up, almost like I think F1 2012 you had lockups where you can actually see the lockup of puff of smoke. I think 2011 as well, but we haven't had that for ages, and to have that back is fantastic to see, and this game just rocks. It just is fantastic. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe for more on the channel, and I'll leave you with I'll leave you with the rest of the gameplay. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to check out more content on the channel. And yeah, hopefully if there's any more content, I'll bring it to you as soon as I can. But thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.